guys, welcome to That Fat Vegan. If you're wondering why I look like this, I just finished a video for my other channel, Panicked Antics, and I went a little crazy with some colors. Today I wanted to talk about like a weigh-in and what I've been doing so far since my last video. Right now I weigh in at 210, so I lost a couple of pounds from the last video. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to exercise. I have a possible tear in my knee. It's insane. I cannot walk correctly on it, and I can't extend it all the way out, which has made Pilates kind of impossible. I'm still doing walks with my dog, you know, which maybe I shouldn't be because I always feel a lot worse. But I've been doing that, you know, and I've been eating fairly well. I have been doing the whole starch, low fat diet. Essentially you eat oatmeal, potatoes, rice, and I use pasta that I get from either on Amazon or the Thrive Market, which I just came across the other day. There's a brand called Pow Pasta, and it's made with like chickpeas, or you can get a lentil one, and trust me, the lentil, I think it's like a lentil penne or something. It is so good. Like the best pasta I have ever eaten. All it's made out of is like ground up lentil flour. So it doesn't taste like lentils, so don't be afraid of it, but it's really, really, really good. I'm still doing the apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon, and some water in the morning. I've cut back on the coffee. And I found like some interesting things. I was, reading some stuff, and I came across this video that went along with the article, so I'm going to post this down below. This guy has a very interesting channel, and he talks about how a very long time ago, being able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner was sort of like presenting your status to people, your wealth, that you could eat 3 meals a day, but how our body works and how you may not need to eat that much. Now, I'm still doing the 16-8, fast for 16 hours, 8-hour window of eating, which I intend to kind of close that gap a little bit eventually. But I have seen a great difference in not forcing myself to eat. In the morning, after I have my apple cider vinegar with the water, I'm just like not that hungry. So I'll do a fruit smoothie, really simple, bananas, berries. Sometimes I may throw in a vegan yogurt. And, you know, like for example, yesterday I made a fruit smoothie, and then I was not hungry again until like 7, I guess, and I had that around 11:30, and I made like a warm spinach salad with like potatoes and all kinds of stuff. And I really feel a big difference eating this way. There's a lot of food available. It's not ultra strict, so it's not like you couldn't stick to it. It's just a kind of about like the portion size, and everything that you're eating is just whole natural types of foods, you know? And I feel like a little more energized. I feel like that's also helping with my depression and my anxiety. And I am going to get into those things in this channel too. What I'd like to do is do a weigh-in each week, just kind of discuss things that I've been doing, if anything has changed. And then another video will be about like my addiction, how I got to, you know, addicted sort of to food, or using it to numb feelings, using it to fill a void. And also how that translates into addiction to other things such as alcohol, and when I was on pills. So this is going to be a wide variety of things, but I thought since I hadn't checked in since my first video, I would check in, let you know my weight, the things that I'm still doing. And I want to talk about Thrive Market for a second, because I was looking up vegan creamy Italian dressing. I had a recipe. I didn't like it. Like I have a vegan cookbook, and there's a lot of things in there that I just don't jive with, and a lot of stuff like, you know, you got to have the arrowroot flour and like, you know, all kinds of craziness. Like you have to go out into the woods and find some of these ingredients, you know? And I'm like, if you go to the store, like I'm not a Whole Foods shopper. I'd love to be, but shit's expensive. But there are simpler ways to make things. Now, I know vegan eating, they want you to have all of these different things in there for like the nutrients, which I totally get. But not everything has to be so goddamn complicated. So anyway, so I looked up vegan Italian creamy Italian dressing, and it brought up Thrive Market. So I downloaded the app. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm nobody. And I looked around, and you can search for everything from vegan to paleo, celiac, if you can't have any gluten-free, dairy-free, everything that you could imagine. And it pulls up all these foods that you can purchase. Now, I ended up purchasing the creamy Italian dressing that's vegan, the ranch dressing, 2 of these dark chocolate vegan bars, 2 bags of these amazing brown rice chips. It's the Santa Fe barbecue. I used to get them at this little place called the Today's Market. They were almost like $5 or $6 a piece, and I got 2 for that price. The shipping is pretty cheap. There's options where you can pay and have like a delivery like once a month of things. But, or you can just be a guest on there and just buy things as you need them. So I don't want to give the service like a good review yet because I just ordered these things. I don't know if the shipping time is going to be accurate, so I want to wait. So whenever everything gets here, I'll see what's going on. But I was impressed with the selection. Like I put in vegan, there's like over 3,000 some products. And that's way more than I find in our local stores, which is like Giant Eagle or like Walmart, which Walmart has been selling like a few interesting things like Sweet Earth. I love those meals. They have like a General Tso's like tofu, and that's really good. And going to work in the evening, it's easy to bring something like that and just pop it in the microwave. And I know there are a lot of vegans or health nuts that are like anti-microwave. So I was doing some talking to the dietitian about this, and she was like, let's say that you get a bag of fresh spinach and then a bag that you could throw in the microwave, like the steam fresh or whatever. You're going to be cooking it longer on the stove. So there's some research that says that using the microwave, you don't have to cook them for as long. Therefore, it holds in more nutrients. If I can find that article, I'll link it. She did send it to me. I don't know if I kept the text, but anyway, but it's interesting, and it makes sense because you're not cooking things for that long. So I am a microwave user at times, because you don't always feel like cooking. So those Sweet Earth meals, I highly recommend. Amy's Kitchen meals, but you got to watch out with Amy's Kitchen because one of their, like the rice mac and cheese, which is a vegan one, it is like 500 calories for like this little like thing. So it's kind of crazy. I am a salt fanatic. Like if I'm going to eat junk, I want chips, like something like that, barbecue chips or whatever. I'm a salty snacker. I'm not really a sweet snacker. But I did find that So Delicious came out with a snickerdoodle ice cream. It's pretty low in calories and stuff, and I'll just have like 1 scoop if I'm really craving it. So it's kind of all about, right now I'm trying to just be all about the balance of everything, not depriving myself, not being not being so obsessive about it, just making it easy, making it so I'm not consumed with thoughts about what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to cook, all those types of things. So, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you're on this journey with me. Let me know if there's things that you guys have been doing that I should try. And I'm going to actually probably post a video about like my eating addiction and things like that. And then afterwards, I'm going to post a recipe. It's, me cooking. I'm going to be baking banana bread muffins. It is a vegan recipe. There's only like 5 ingredients. Feel free to substitute, when I do recipes on here, I'm going to make it very easy for you to have meat if you want to use meat or dairy products in it. They will be interchangeable, so it won't be too complicated, or you don't have to buy expensive tofu or things like that. Because really, I'm not a huge fake meat person. I will dabble in the seitan wings. Sometimes I like I like tofu in certain things, but I'm not a huge, I'm more of like a vegetables and rice and pasta, I'm Italian kind of person than always having a lot of fake meat, you know? And I do get enough protein from vegetables, from fruits, especially beans, you know, and stuff like that. So the next video will be a little bit about, you know, how I got this fat. And then I'll share a recipe how to cook these muffins. I'm telling you, like if you like those little Hostess, like mini banana muffins, I think they're by Hostess. Like these are even better and they're so easy. So easy. So thank you guys for joining me. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love and hugs. Bye.